happy fall. Let's do a little swatcheroo for you guys here. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. We're going to be talking about some new products that I've picked up from the drugstore. I think everything is drugstore. There's one thing that's not drugstore, but these are honestly not a lot of new products, but they're products that I haven't used personally. There's a couple of products in here that are highly raved about in the drugstore world, and I wanted to pick them up and try them out for myself. We've got a Revlon foundation, a Catrice primer, a Catrice concealer, a couple of Catrice loose pigments. Honestly, I didn't realize that there were so many Catrice in here, but there is. I've also got some Wet n Wild highlighters and an Urban Decay glitter liner, which I've never tried them before, so I'm super excited to try them out in this video. So yeah, that's some of the products that we're going to be trying out today. So if you want to see me try out these products on my face, then just go ahead and keep watching. I should probably do my eyes first, because if we're playing with pigments, we need to do the eyes first. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little crease action and everything like that, but before we do that, I want to show you these pigments because they're beautiful. These are what they look like. They're like chromy beautifulness. And then I've also got this light champagne shade. I could probably take off the lids and show you guys. That'd probably be a little bit better than me showing it to you through the tube. So here's the whiter one. I don't know if you can't really tell what the color looks like. I'll make sure to insert some swatches because they're stunning. And then this is the orange one. I'm so excited to play with these. I think they're going to be beautiful. Let's do a little swatcheroo for you guys here. So these are some of these swatches. I don't even think that these actually do these justice. You can barely see that white one. I'm going to dip into my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot in Painterly, and I'm just going to prime my eyelids really quickly. Also, if I look weird, if that intro looked weird, and if I just look weird in general right now, it's because I did my eyebrows before I filmed. I don't ever do that because y'all know I get powder all in my eyebrows when I powder my face, but every single time I edit my videos, all I look at before my eyebrows are done are how bad they look. So I don't know if that's just me or if that's you guys when you watch too. I just find them very distracting when they're not done. So I just went ahead and do them. I usually don't show them on camera anyway, but yeah, I just filled them in really quickly. Nothing too crazy going on there. Now that I put a base down on my lids, I'm just gonna put a little bit of powder down. Nothing too fancy, just a little bit of my Coty Airspun. Before we go into the pigments, I'm going to be dipping into my Jaclyn Hill palette. I think I want to first dip into this shade right here. I want to do like some warm orange tones because one of those pigments is pretty orange and I want to put that one all over the lid. So I'm just going to really start to warm up the crease. I mean, we really just went in. Oh wait, let me zoom you guys in. So now I'm going to take... I'm looking for a specific brush. Okay, so next I'm going to take a mixture of this shade and this shade right here. And I'm going to go into my crease as well, again, with this little e.l.f. crease brush. I've really been loving this crease brush because it's much smaller than the other one that I used, and it's really good for getting lower in the crease. I'm going to place it and then I'll blend it out. Okay, so now that I've got those colors laid down, I'm going to take a little bit of my NYX glitter glue, and I'm just going to place some of that on my finger and rub it on the back of my hand and then tap that in this inner area, just so that those pigments have something to cling to. Make sure to just place this glitter glue when you're working with one, just to place it where you want it, because otherwise it'll stick anywhere that you put that down. So just beware. Okay, so now I'm going to go into one of the Catrice pigments in the shade Cosmic Copper. It's a beautiful fiery red and fiery red, fiery red, fiery red. I'm legally blind. And I can't wait to put this on my eyeball. So I'm just going to dip my finger into it. This is how I apply shimmers pretty much anyway. So I'm just going to put it on my eye. Holy moly. I love that. Holy moly. I've just picked up a little bit more of that darker crease shade, and I'm just blending out over that metallic shade. I actually applied a little bit more glitter glue, and I think I want to apply this pigment even further out. Just take it all over the lid. think I'm gonna add a little bit of a darker shade on the outer corner. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty. That's really pretty. Okay, so I applied some wings, I applied some mascara. I think I'm gonna try some lashes today, but I still have to apply the glue and everything like that, so we're gonna move into the face and then back to the lashes. But I wanted to show you the lashes that I was gonna use because they're new. I have not tried them before. I'm a little iffy on them. I think that the band might be too flimsy, if that makes sense, and I've already tried to take one off and they've kind of bent a little bit, so I'm not too sure about them. But these are the Kiss Look So Natural, I don't know the name of them. Anyway, I'm going to be trying these out today just a little bit later. Okay, so we're going to move on to the face for just a few minutes. I'm going to actually, I've used this before, but I haven't used it on camera, and I kind of like to share my thoughts with you so far as to how I'm liking it. And this is the Catrice Prime and Fine Primer. It's the Smoothing Refiner Primer. It's kind of supposed to be a dupe for the Tarte Clean Slate Primer, which is like a pore filling primer. Tati said that this is kind of similar, so obviously I had to try it. It's only like, I think it's like $5 or $6. Incredibly cheap, so cheap. So I'm just applying this to my porous areas. I've noticed that this really does minimize my pores and makes my skin look so smooth, but I don't really wear this that often because I need something there that helps with my oil control, and this doesn't really help with my oil control at all. So I apply this like when I'm not going out for a super long time and I'm wearing a matte foundation that I really don't need a lot of extra help with, and I'll wear this and my pores look really good after I apply it. They aren't completely invisible, but they do look better than they did before. So I would say if you guys are wanting to try out a primer that is good for pore filling and everything like that, then try this one out. It's only $5 or $6 from Catrice Cosmetics, so this one is a thumbs up for me. Okay, so I just applied the lash, and I actually don't mind them. I don't feel them at all on my eyes. They are a longer band. I like those for more dramatic looks, so I like when it completely goes from inner corner to outer corner. But if you don't like that as much, you would have to cut a little bit off. But I actually really like them. I'm very surprised. The band is very, 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 very fragile, so just be very careful. They kind of move all over the place really easily, so just keep that in mind when you get them. But I think the whole batch of 5 were like $10 or $11, so super inexpensive lashes. So they're actually very, very, very beautiful. I love them. I can't stop looking in the viewfinder because I'm like, girl, your eyes look so big. It's so nice. So yeah, I think they look really good. Let's move into some foundation. I have a new foundation to try out. I feel like everyone was reviewing this foundation a few months ago and I didn't try it, so I still have it and haven't tried it. It's just been in the back of my foundation drawer. So this is the Revlon Color Stay Full Cover Foundation, and I have the shade 110. This is what it looks like. Probably looks super familiar. Pretty much everyone was reviewing this a couple months ago, so I don't know how I'm going to want to apply this. I'm first going to try this foundation with a brush. It's more of a moussey texture. That's interesting. I like moussey foundations. Seems like a good color. I'm glad I went in with a brush. Mousse foundations usually seem to work better with a brush. This one still kind of looks a little streaky with the brush, so I'm just going to go over it with a sponge. So I think I'm just going to apply it with a brush and then go in with a sponge. This seems like it's medium-ish coverage, which I don't mind. You know, guys, I don't mind building up some foundation if I need to. I'm gonna put a little bit more on for this side. Oh. Oh no, I got way too much. Ooh, way too much, girl. What you doing? I've also been using my beauty blender a lot more since my beauty blender challenge video. If you haven't seen that, I'll make sure to link up in the cards above and below, but I forgot how good it was. Although I have to wet it a lot more because it is such an old one that I feel like I have to wet it more often and it dries out a lot quicker, but that's okay because it works great. It's like a really good shade match for me, which is great. Okay, so that's a solid medium coverage, I'd say, but I also am not breaking out super badly right now. And my scarring and redness has gone down a little bit, so things look a lot more full coverage because I don't have a lot of blemishes. So I would say it's probably a medium coverage. I'm gonna go in with a concealer now that I have not tried yet. This is the Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer. I think this might be a little dark for me. This is the lightest shade. Where's the shade? Oh, 005. So if this is a little dark, then I'll just go in with like my ColourPop concealer or something like that. But we'll see. And I'm also going to have to test it out on some, I'm going to get to see how it works on some spot concealing. So I'm actually going to go ahead and do that. Ooh, it's so yellow. I don't know if you're detecting how yellow that is on camera. It doesn't look like it is. That's some yellow concealer. I don't know. I don't know if it's really covering up that much. Yeah, I think if you're gonna build this concealer, build it with a brush rather than a sponge, because it doesn't seem to want to work with a sponge. Okay, so now we're gonna see how it works under the eyes. I'm gonna go in with this concealer now. Yeah, this is very yellow. Luckily, when it blends out, it's not too yellow. It is definitely not as full coverage as I thought it was going to be, just from the reactions of Kathleen Lights and Tati. Maybe it works a lot better for them. I don't mind it at all. It's just not a full coverage, so it's more of a medium for me, but I like it. I think it looks really good underneath the eyes. I don't mind it. I'm just gonna go ahead and set my under eyes with my Coty Airspun powder. Okay, so now that we set the under eyes, I'm gonna zoom you guys back in to do the lower lash line and use this other pigment on my inner corners. We're back for the lower lash line. I think I'm just honestly gonna mix all of the shades that we used under the lash line. I mean, on the crease area, and I'm just gonna do my under eye area with those shades. Okay, now we're gonna put a black liner in the waterline. This is the High Curry one that I use a lot of times in my videos. Okay, so for that pigment on the inner corner, I'm gonna take a little bit of that glitter glue on my pinky. I'm just gonna take both of them and put it around in it. Stab it on the inner corners of my eyes. And I'm going to dip into that other pigment, which is this one called Moon Dust. So pretty. It actually doesn't even do it justice. It's so much prettier than that. So I'm gonna, ooh, there it is. Okay, so for bronzer, I'm gonna go in with my Essence Sun Club bronzer. I use it so much that it's pretty much rubbed off. This is not a new product by any means. I use it all the time in my videos. So I'm just gonna find my bronzer brush, which is right here, and I'm going to dip into this. Okay, I think I'm gonna give this blush another try. I got it from my BoxyCharm a couple months ago. It's the Note Cosmetics blush in Desert Rose. This is what it looks like. It's a beautiful, it actually looks a little bit more pinky on camera, but it is for sure an orange blush. And it's only appropriate with this eye look and with fall here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dip into it. Obviously, that's what you do with blushes. This is such a pigmented blush. Just really gonna tap it off. Ugh, look how pigmented that is. Holy shoot. I think I applied too much, but actually it is a lot, but I kind of like it. I kind of like it for this look. So I'm just gonna leave it. Oh, I wanted to play with this glitter liner. I forgot. Okay, so I forgot to add this glitter for my eyes. The Heavy Metal glitter from Urban Decay in Midnight Cowboy. Look at the glitter in this. I think I'm just gonna apply a little bit to my eyelids. Look at that. So pretty. It's so subtle because I didn't apply too much, but compared to this eye, don't have anything on it yet. I'm gonna apply a little bit to this eye as well. So pretty. Love that. Okay, now I'm just gonna sit with my eyes closed for a couple seconds so that it can dry. I didn't let it dry all the way, and now it's like all the way on the top of my lids, but that's okay, no worries. Okay, so now I'm gonna apply some of my setting spray just so that we can try out some highlighters. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spray my face with my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. This is why I love the Jaclyn Hill palette, not just for eyeshadows, but also for a fan. Okay, so now that I've applied that setting spray, I'm going to go into one of the new highlighting platinum bars from the Wet n Wild line. I have a couple of them. I got this one for when I'm self-tan. I'm going to go ahead and swatch both of them for you. This is the original one, I believe. They came out with an original gold bar, and it was like such a big hit. Everyone loved it, and I think they came out with that shade and then some more. So I'm going to show you. So this is Holly Goldhead and Winter Bloom. You can't really see this one, but they are really pretty. Because I am so pale, I'm going to be trying out the lighter of the two, the white one. This is a white highlight with a strong gold yellow switch to it, and it's really pretty, and I think it'll go really well with the look today. So I'm going to apply that. I don't know how I feel about it yet. It leaves quite a bit of gray cast on me. I don't know if that's because it's too dark or if it's just like a weird undertone, but I'm putting it everywhere, so I don't know how I feel about that yet. I'm gonna have to keep trying that out. I'm gonna apply lip color now, and I'm not sure what color I want to do. I had this one pulled, but I don't know if it'll go with eyes. Let me see what else I've got. Do I want to do this one? Oh, this one screams fall. This is an old liquid lipstick in Americano. Okay, I'm going to go in with my lip combo now. I'm going to be using the Janta Blue Brown Sugar Lip Liner Pencil. This is what it looks like. And then I'm also going to be going in with the Americano Ofra Liquid Lipstick in their old packaging. This is an old tube of lipstick that is the perfect fall color. So I'm going to go ahead and do my lips real quickly, and then I'll be back to close out the video. Okay guys, I'm back. My camera shut off as I was applying my lipstick, but does this not scream fall? I am obsessed with this lip color and this eye look paired together. I think it's so pretty. Americano is like my go-to fall shade. I know people like super dark vampy looks, which I love too. I love those kind of lip colors, and I will probably be doing some looks with some super vampy colors in the future coming up, but this is probably my favorite fall color just because it's so, I don't know, it just screams fall to me. I love it. How many times can I say it screams fall? But I love how this look turned out. I pretty much loved everything that I tried. The foundation was great. The concealer was good. The pigments were very good. If you guys are looking for some pigments from the drugstore, these were I think $4 or $5. Super good and applied super well with a glitter glue. You could probably use a concealer as well, and if you don't want to use either of those, just spray a little bit of setting spray or water on before you apply. I think it will apply the best that way. I don't know how I feel about these yet. I'm gonna have to keep trying them out. I applied this one when I was tan and I really liked it, but I don't know about this yellow one. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet, but oh, the lashes. I surprisingly really liked the lashes. I just added a little bit of contour because I forgot to do it when I was doing it, but I was using the Tarte Park Avenue Princess bronzer. I feel like that just even took it to a whole nother level. The contour, I love it. But yeah, I really enjoyed every single product that I used. I will, like, this lip color is just everything. I love it so much. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me kind of sitting down and trying some products out with you guys and telling you what I thought on first initial impression. I hope you guys like this fall look. Let me know down below what kind of videos you guys would like to see. I know I'm going to be filming a lot of fall makeup tutorials, and that's my favorite thing to do is film tutorials. I really hope you liked this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up before you leave. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.